My grandmother? Uh, well, she really wasn't stern, I think, but took charge of everything. And when I say she taught manners, my mother did too, and Mary, my grandmother, and my mother all spoke about 3 or 4 languages, and they would speak German a lot when they didn't want me to know what was going on as a kid, some of the conversation. But no, I don't know, was sort of proper, and she would scold you if you did something wrong, just like your mother would or something, but she was also very kind and generous to everybody in the family. She didn't do too much cooking. Mary did most of that. And that was years after they lost their cooks. I mean, during the Second World War and all, things really got a little slim as far as the way they used to live in Germany, and even after they left Germany in 33 to 38 when they bought this place. They would sometimes be here for Christmas. All these white tablecloths, the china, good china. Let's see.
Silver.
China, yeah, silverware was good, and you even had things like the bowl of fruit in the middle of the table, and you had to have the grape scissors. If you had some grapes in a bowl, you'd have to use those to cut a few grapes off a stem, and the scissors would cut and hold them till hold the grapes they got to your plate. You could not leave the table before you asked to be excused. You didn't interrupt anybody talking. You held your fork and your knife. Fork and knife and spoon correctly. And of course, the table placing was.
And your dad served from the head of the table.
Yeah, and whoever was senior, if it was one of her sons, my grandmother's son, Uncle Bud, Arthur Clare Landis Jr.,
Charles,
or Uncle Charles, they were the 2 sons. They would sit at the head whoever was the eldest would sit at the head of the table and carve and pass everything around. But at a large table, it'd be cold before you got to eat it sometime. And if there was no Landis family member there, then my father would always do the carving. And that was most of the time. And sit at the head of the table. And I still have a cousin that sits at the head of the table when we have.
we have a family get together once a year.
Yeah.
And the oldest cousin sits at the head of the table.